whilst they do whatever they do, or at least do a half guard, half work kind of thing.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, let's see here. We got guys in robes inside inside the building. I don't know if they're sort of inside the building. Wayon, can you fly the drone into the building itself?
Yeah.
I kind of want to take a quick look around, see if there are any scuzzies walking around.
Scuzzies?
Anything,
What's a scuzzy?
anything that goes up to you going nom nom nom.
Sure. Would you like to make a perception roll? If you want to look for stuff that's non-obvious.
Not so good this time.
You can't see anything that's not too obvious on there. Ignore the M's, they don't exist.
Don't worry, I'm ignoring the M's.
Or if they did exist, I'd have to move them.
Yeah.
In reality, they don't exist because that would be far too many for you to.
Volk, did you want to try roll?
What roll? Perception?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see much.
Well, at least there's no ones.
Wait a minute. Oh. No, that's roll 20. Never mind. I was going to say, why does this show that Lucas is still in the call?
So that's the hunting lodge again. You can see.
Hmm.
That's what you can see. I think it's fairly obvious what there is. I'm going to ask you to make another perception roll.
Great gods.
This is for something specific.
Oh, great God Almighty Satan, please give me the unholy matron saints of fuckery, Tom Dickory, and Hickory Dickory Dock. Fuck you, Satan!
2, 3, 4, 5. That was a crit fail. Congratulations. Your eyes stopped working as nature.
That's not a critical glitch. That's just a glitch.
It's half of your dice as ones.
Yes, with successes. That's a glitch. Without a success, that's a critical glitch.
Oh yeah, okay, sorry. Yeah, crap. Volk, I'm gonna say to you that you get the feeling, looking at this place, that not only are the walls rickety, but the floor is pretty rickety too.
I bet parts of that flooring would collapse if the mosquito drone even landed on them.
Technically, I don't think you're wrong.
Yeah, especially since the mosquito drone is packing a machine pistol.
It's not carrying that at the moment because, it wants to look like a mosquito.
I still just imagine the mosquito holding a frickin' machine pistol going, reach for the sky! Too hilarious for me.
It's 150 decibels, this noise this damn thing can do. It's louder than a fucking airplane.
Really?
it can do flashing strobe lights and can it do lights? No, I think it's just noise. But the noise it can do is up to 150 decibels.
Volk,
Huh.
what is the scariest thing you can think of, creature-wise?
Bears with 8 arms?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Well, we didn't exactly hear what it sounded like. Do we... Let's see here. Seriously, what's a good what's a good Shadowrun monster that people are afraid of?
Wendigos?
They show up in the wilderness, right?
Yeah.
Wayon,
Yes.
can you...
Bargeist? What did Volk say? I
Wendigo.
was looking. Okay.
But considering that your drone there can actually make sounds up to the louder than a frickin' God's revolver,
Yes.
why don't we scare them?
We can give it a go.
Okay. Take your... Take your...
That will mean Volk doesn't get to shoot people. He quite likes that.
Ugh. I shot a freaking bear spirit. I think I'm good for now.
Yeah, I think his load is discharged.
Are you saying he wore brown pants so that there's no color difference?
After that, probably. Probably I wore brown pants. Just like, bear with 8 arms. Huh. But, nah, take your pick. Well, you said... What'd you say, Douglas? Bargist or something?
I said Bargeist. Volk said Wendigo. I don't care.
So, take your pick. Bargeist, Wendigo, or Dragon?
Dragon I would question because...
The fuck is a dragon doing out here?
What the fuck is a dragon doing out there? Yes, it's unlikely. Not that I would want to be in the vicinity of a dragon, but if I hear the dragon, then immediately after running away, I would turn around, take a look, and take a photo. Is that...
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to roll a d2. 1 is a Bargus roar, and 2 is a Wendigo roar.
We'll go with Wendigo, because that way Volk could make the sound.
I don't know how a Wendigo sounds.
Well, that's...
we could find a sound clip on the internet.
I had a bear roar, but bears don't roar that brilliantly.
They don't. Lions don't either. That's why they use tigers in the Lion King.
Yeah.
Do they?
Yup.
Okay.
So, a quick matrix search to find the mating call of the Wendigo.
Okay, I might go with this. There's four reasonable ones on that. I just went straight to the end clip.
Yeah. Go with what?
Go with gorilla.
Go with gorilla?
I sent you a clip in the YouTube.
I was going to say, I don't see anything.
Top 5 most terrifying animal sounds.
I don't see a link, Douglas.
Not in YouTube, in Skype. I'm really tired. I'm getting everything wrong.
Oddly enough, I'm not seeing a... Where'd you send it to, Douglas?
Shadows.
There's nothing here.
Okay, I've sent it. I promise. But it is telling me I've got an internet connection problem. So maybe Maybe I've sent it and you haven't received it.
Whichever sound you want to go with, Douglas, we'll go with that.
It makes a loud sound of whatever you find on the internet that you would like to listen to for 5 seconds.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Fair enough. That seems like quite a reasonable plan, actually. And knowing us, you know, that is I think, quite a reasonable plan, and much less gun-like than we usually are. I'm very impressed. So I'm gonna. Roll. What has he got as a skill? So I'm gonna give it a small bonus because I like the idea. And go with. And I'll spend edge on that because I want to.
Because it's just like, no.
Okay, so that's 8 successes, which the other guys will have to beat. And they're not actually that good at anything. Let me just double check. I don't want to underestimate them totally.
Oh yeah, and if they start running this way, then I tell Volk to get ready to start shooting bitches.
Yeah, their leader's not bad, but they're pretty fucking shit. So I'm just going to roll for their leader. That'll do. Yeah, that'll do. So, yeah, I send the mosquito to around the corner from them inside the building. If I draw, do you remember what the map looks like, or do I need to bring it up again?
I remember.
Then he's going to be in one of the side rooms. Where's the damn map gone there? He's going to be in one of the back rooms that they went in.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, the loud YouTube clip of, what did we say, a Wendigo?
Yeah, Wendigo.
2 Wendigos fighting is what he decided to play. And that noise suddenly comes up from the back room. The 3 people at the front freeze immediately and turn towards the noise before their leader makes a hand signal, and they slowly back out of the building and away they move away. Let me make a roll to see if they stop or not, because yeah, no, they're fools because they are, and they decide that's enough for them, and they using the mosquito to look out the window because there is a window there. They decide that discretion is the better part of valor, and it's better to live tomorrow than to fight today. And they head to their vehicle and get in and seem to head off.
In the direction we are, or in a different direction?
Nope, there's only one road, so it's in your direction.
Wayon, pull the van over somewhere. Out of sight.
Yep, Wayon decides that discretion is a better part of valor, and he too takes off. He says, I found a track a little bit down the road. I'll be back. And he takes off. A short time later, because it's only, do you want to do anything? You've got like a couple of minutes before they get there.
Behind the brush, duck. Quack.
Volk, I'm assuming you're going to turn into, what's the expression? I'm assuming you're going to hide too.
Yeah.
They come trundling past, There is a. They see the tree that is an X tree in two pieces, but that's they don't stop. They just trundle on down the road without any further obvious concern.
I mean, if you wanted to stop them, Volk, and have a word with them, or we could let them run away and we could go explore the house.
Let him go. Let's go to the house and get this shit over with. I want
Yeah.
to get out of here before more spirits come up.
Oh, you and me both, brother. By the way, Douglas,
Yes,
that was my stealth roll just in case.
yes, I guessed. And they didn't beat it, so that's fine. They wouldn't look in that hard anyway. They just noticed the tree because the tree's kind of obvious.
Mm.
Okay, so I need to ask you. You can approach the house. Do you want to make some perception rolls? Should we say just one? Fuck it, because I can't remember to go through all that.
Okay, Satan didn't answer my call. Cthulhu, lend me power.
Yeah, okay. You don't notice anything on the way into the house as usual, and neither does Volk.
Just to say, I have my gun at the ready.
That's fine. Yeah, there doesn't appear to be anything going on around the house. The trees get slightly even more foreboding, but nothing particularly other than that. There are birds and stuff, and insects and such things, but there doesn't appear to be anything else.
Hmm.
I need to ask a question. Have either of you got body 6 or more, or body 3 or more with aluminium or greater bone lacing? I think you have. Don't
I
you?
do not have aluminum bone lacing. Well, I don't have bone lacing at all.
Okay, fine. So nobody's got a body of 6 or more.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, that's fine.
Let me guess, though. The floor is creak.
The floors not only creak, they wobble.
I'm pretty sure a well-placed grenade would take this place down.
A fairly certain jumping would take this place down.
Oh, by the way, Volk, you were wrong.
Hmm.
The mosquito obviously landed and the place didn't go down. I look for a rug.
You look for a rug?
I look for a rug.
Let me have a look at the map.
Do you want to cut a rug?
In the back room towards the right, there is a rug next to a bed.
Nah, Volk. I was just thinking about taking it home with me, as a souvenir as I pull the rug to see what's underneath it.
You think it'll tie the room together?
Pretty much. My character's paranoid and he watches Trid videos. If there's anything underneath this rug, you'll be surprised. Well, won't be surprised. You'll just be like, so cliched.
Well, you don't get to make any tests to see if you fall through the floor or not because you're not heavy enough. If you pick up the rug, though, I can say that you might be.
I don't pick it up, I drag it.
Okay, fine.
That's worse. No.
Well, what would you like to do with the rug?
You see those magic tricks where people pull things off the table via the tablecloth?
It's a big fuck off rug. It's far too thick to do anything like yank it and have it come. It's half the size of a room.
Wait, the rug is? Damn.
Yeah, it's a floor rug that's about as bigger, in fact, than a double bed.
Ah.
Yeah, I had a rug like that back home.
Does it look
It
like an
basically it basically covered my entire floor.
Does it look like an 8-armed bear?
No, but I can have an 8-arm bear, rip it in half, and come out from the other side if you like.
Oh,
No, no, thank you.
Okay,
I fold it over.
fine.
Basically, I do what I can to see underneath the rug.
There's a floor.
Is it a pretty floor?
I'm sharing my screen again. No, that's why there was a rug there.
Ah, so this is where the
See what,
virgin sacrifices were.
see where the one is in the bedroom?
Yeah.
yep.
That's your rug. That's you're in the bedroom, fucking around with a rug. Volk is outside going, "What's that bastard idiot doing now?" Except he might not say bastard, but he'll certainly say idiot.
Nah, Volk's seen the Tridios. He knows I'm looking for a trapdoor.
There's stairs somewhere. Yeah, there's stairs. You don't need a trapdoor. If you want to go down, if you want to go into the basement, you can go into the basement via 2, which I think has got stairs in it. Is that stairs? It definitely mentioned stairs somewhere.
What's 3?
It doesn't actually have. Strangely enough, it doesn't have anything numbered. I don't know. That's clearly from. I think they put that there just for people to say, "I'm here, I'm here, I'm here."
Okay.
Great. Acrobat crashed.
It does that.
Now I got. Yeah, but now I got to open the. I got to find the damn thing again.
Would it be the one selected?
Shadowrun. In downloads. What did you ask? Would it be the one selected? What does
Yeah.
that mean?
You had a book selected in your folder.
Oh, it's okay. I found it.
So, Volk, no trapdoor underneath the rug. They're not as cliched as I was thinking.
Don't make me shoot you.
You could try. Although, I would say one thing. Don't hit a wall, a pole, the floor, the air with any sort of gun, explosive, or your fist.
Okay.
Okay. What would you like to do?
Well, you said there was a staircase in 2.
Actually, it's in 4, but
Ah.
I should have maybe made a perception roll to find it. But yes, there is.
So, is it like a cellar type staircase thing?
It's one of those. If you pull open the door, then you can drop down the staircase. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Wayon?
Yes.
Miniature itty bitty tiny robots first.
Okay. Off goes the mosquito. and it goes down the stairs. There is a downstairs, yay. It's a basement with a ground floor. It doesn't have a floor itself. It's just rough ground down there. It has been clearly used. Appears there are cabinets and stuff like that in the same way as people use a basement as not so much an area to do things in, but storage and utility room potentially.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything down there?
I just said.
No.
It's a basement. It's got a ground floor rather than a floor, so it's earth mostly. There's cabinets on the walls that have been. The walls have been has been smoothed over to concrete. There's areas that are not pillars, but act as pillars just by the sheer fact that they're large square areas that have not been dug out, supporting the upside. This is larger than a house, but it's not massively larger than a house. It's similar, the same proportions as upstairs, and similar to upstairs, there's various things you'd expect to find in the basement, such as the cabinets and storage areas, and possibly some utilities like dryer, a couple of freezers, that kind of thing. Utility closets.
It looks safe enough. You want to go down, Volk?
Very, very carefully.
Of course. What's the drop look like, though?
It's not really a full height story, so it's like but it is like an 8-foot drop. The stairs down are missing a couple of steps and look pretty fucking rickety, but you guess they will work because otherwise they would have been replaced.
All right. I'll go before Volk just to test the staircase for him.
Okay. You go down. Would you like to make a gymnastics and a strength test?
Gymnastics plus strength?
Yep.
Huh. Usually it's agility.
Apparently it's strength in this case. The other test that you didn't need to make, because I couldn't be bothered to make you do that every time you walked, was gymnastics plus agility.
Alright, well, it's one less, so.
What did you score?
4.
That's fine. You go down the stairs.
Okay, what's the roll?
Gymnastics plus strength.
Well, you just raised your strength.
Yeah. But I don't have any gymnastics. I don't think I do.
If you've got any kind of athletic skill.
I got 3 in it. Okay, so...
That's fine. You don't fall. You make it down the stairs fine. Negotiating the tricky missing steps. Almost as if walking up and down stairs is something you've done before and have practice at.
Okay. How dark is it down here?
You're fine. It is quite dark down here. There's no light in other than a small amount of light that's coming from upstairs.
Okay, so there's light bleeding through the floorboards.
There's a little bit of light bleeding through the floorboards. Most of the light from upstairs is coming through the hole, in the staircase.
Yeah. I
Even if you,
switched to low light vision.
yeah, you're completely fine. Even without that, couple of minutes, you could get used to it, and you're not going to be, it's. I'm not saying that you would see perfectly well, but you'd see, well enough.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have it, so why not use it?
No, indeed.
Yeah.
And
My glasses have thermographic vision, so I'll just use that.
Yeah, it's cold down here.
Huh.
Although that does allow you to see the outlines of different objects as well.
Yeah.
So, let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and start searching around here as I start opening up cabinets.
Okay.
Nothing here. Nothing here. Oh, dead body.
If you're searching, you probably want to make a perception test. Well, perception is perception plus intuition, right?
Yep.
Jesus. All right. Wayon is gonna. What's
Sensors?
Oh, crap. Well done. Congratulations.
I win the prize.
You do win the prize because guys, we need to up our perception soon, or at least buy someone into the party who's good at perception, because 10 and 9 is not good enough. And it should be way higher than 10. Don't you have pluses? Like vision amplification and stuff?
Yep.
Vision enhancement.
Yeah, so shouldn't it be like 6 for skill? Because I'm sure you put 6 in it. And stats.
No.
Really? But it's like one of the most important skills in the game. Okay. Anyway, 5 successes will do. Yeah.
I put 6 in perception, but I've only got 3 intuition.
Yes, and you don't have vision enhancement, but you should buy them on some glasses so that you could get like another 3 or 4 dice, another 3 dice at least.
I've got vision enhancement rating 2, so I guess that means I should have 11.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that.
I'm not sure if 3 is the highest you can get, or 6 or 5.
No,
I know you can get up to 3.
It's 3 is the highest rating that they have in the book.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
If you want to allow anything higher than that, that's your prerogative.
No, I just go with whatever's on the book. But you can certainly find ways to make it higher, like teamwork will apply, and diagnostics will apply, and a couple of other things will apply that can make that kind of thing higher. Anyway, 5 is fine, because 5 is the threshold for this test. And that allows you to, in one of the utility closets, you find a node that appears to be hooked up to what should be a power outlet, but obviously there's no power in this building. And what kind of device is it? It's a device. Perhaps a recording device of some kind. That you find in the utility closet.
So he finds a recording device in a utility closet.
Yep. You don't know what it was recording or anything. There's no power.
Well, if he wants, I could jack it into myself and I could listen to it.
Have you got power?
Yes.
Yeah, In that case, that's fine.
I might not be as powerful as a drone, but I am a walking computer of sorts.
You don't. You don't. I don't think you have that. I don't think you have enough power to power it. But you could plug it into Wayon's car via the cigarette lighter, and that would.
Yeah. So, does the Indiana Jones giant boulder appear out of nowhere as soon as we pick it up?
No, but a bear with 8 arms rips it in half and jumps through.
Hmm. All right. So, do you think this is what we're here to find?
I have no idea.
I'm asking Volk.
Good enough for me.
Yeah. Let's just go ahead, leave as carefully as we can, and just get the fuck out of here. This place gives me the willies.
Do
Huh.
you want to plug the device into the car, I assume?
Do we safely get out of the house?
If you particularly want to make athletics rolls that you are really easy, that you can make without any problem, then you can, otherwise you get out safely.
Well, yeah, no, like, basically, we get out of the house, we go halfway, meet Wayon, we get inside, we plug it in.
Okay, fine. Once you get the device up and running, you are amazed by the volume of information contained within it. The device has a mother load of pay data, which is a shame considering you're going to be giving it away, even if you don't know what half of it means. Maybe it needs a closer look. A lot of this stuff appears to be encoded, but Wayon can take care of some of that. It appears to document the experimentation and study of on people that didn't start out with HVV patients and its practical applications. Patients are listed, details of what happens listed. There's also email server on there that's got comms between the guy, the Tyrone Girardi, who you remember, because I want you to remember, was mentioned by the guy, was mentioned by Johnson and someone else, talking about an escaped patient that made it to Seattle and how to maintain surveillance and you know, all stuff to do with that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
If you had, there's the technomancer, which yeah, you could have a bit more detail, but he isn't, so you can't.
Hmm.
But this definitely looks like the kind of thing that your Johnson would have been looking for. Or if he wasn't, or if he isn't, and this isn't it, then at least you're going to be able to sell it.
Yeah, no, this definitely looks sellable. Yeah. Volk, you're not secretly a hacker, are you?
Nope.
Hmm.
Wayne could do a bit of work on it, but at given time, you could probably hack it, assuming there isn't any like data bombs or anything like that in there. But you know, why would you have that on just your own local security device? So he doesn't think there'll be anything too weird. But if we're handing it over to the guy, then why he doesn't see the need to bother?
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be more of the same. It's just going to be a lot more detail. And if you particularly want him to search through patient files and diaries and surveillance footage, then fine, you can do that. I can describe that to you in as much detail as you would like.
Also, when you said recording device, I was not imagining a laptop.
It looked like it was the hub for a security system.
Okay, okay. I don't actually give two shits. Let's go back to the Johnson, hand it back, and get paid.
Okay. So you can leave the area. There are no more not so random encounters. I assume after you've left the area, you give the Johnson a call.
Yeah, I give him a call.
Yeah. So Laurent asked you to meet him at an abandoned church in Capitol Hill, which is the same area as the area that you came from. And he mentions that he's going to introduce you to a Mrs. Johnson, strangely enough, when you come there. Let me read this to you then. You get to the church like an hour or two later. You're outside the church. Do you want to do anything before going
in? I'm going to be packing my pistols.
That's fine. Volk, are you taking a gun?
Yeah, my Ultra Power and the L36.
Okay, that's fine. And I'm assuming you're just going to go into the church after making a perception roll?
Indeed.
Would you like to make a perception roll?
Also, Douglas?
Yes.
I am an idiot.
Why?
I wasn't counting my enhancement.
I thought you weren't.
But it's not much of an enhancement. It was just I was just using, like, I didn't put the augment into my augment slot, so I wasn't really thinking about it. My apologies.
No, that's fine. Don't forget about teamwork as well.
Okay, so should I add 3 dice onto this?
If that's what you need to do, yes.
You know what? I'm gonna edge that. I'm just gonna edge that because fuck it.
Because you've got edge left and there's not much left to do?
Yep. Okay, 6 successes.
That's fine. You don't notice anything. Okay. Quite a lot of perception tests. There isn't anything to notice. But that's the nature of perception tests, isn't it? The church looks like it's been abandoned for decades. The stained glass windows have been replaced with plasterboard. The walkway leading up to the main entrance is cracked, but it looks like new flowers have been planted.
Mm-hmm.
Laurent awaits you at the cellar door. The door hinges squeak as you open it and peer into the darkness. Not that it's dark for you, Zeriq.
Yeah.
Or Volk, I assume either. At the bottom of the stairwell, you find another door that opens into what can only be described as a surprisingly clean crypt. Candles light the bouquet-filled crypt, and another door stands wide open at the other end. You see a beautiful, dark-haired woman dressed in an elegant personal outfit through the open doorway, obviously straightening the room. The room appears to be both comfortable and welcoming. What were you rolling?
I wasn't rolling anything.
Oh, Crusaders of Vampire. Oh, yeah, okay. The room appears to be comfortable and welcoming. Lauren's female friend asks you to have a seat and offers you refreshments. She has a beautiful voice. She asks you to call her Elizabeth.
It just had to be that name.
Why?
I had an evil stepsister named Elizabeth.
Did you? This isn't an evil stepsister.
Nah, I don't think I've ever told you guys about her. I'll tell you guys later. She was bad. She was bad. So the name Elizabeth is ruined for me forever.
In that case, she's called Betty.
That works.
Betty Nunn.
I thank her for the refreshments as I sit down,
Uh-huh.
and I look around and I'm like, I love what you've done with the place. You said she was cleaning, right?
Yep.
Okay. And
Oh,
that's
sorry. You said you didn't. Well, you love her done in place. She smiles and says, "Thank you." I felt. I felt it was. I felt it would be the perfect surroundings.
hmm. Ah, so is it you who's looking for the thing we found in the house?
Yes. To be perfectly honest, Laurent, and she gives Laurent a smile and a nod, was just doing me a favor in hiring you.
Hmm. Well, as I pull out the hub, I believe you said it was,
Yes.
and place it on the table. There's a table there?
Uh, yeah.
Okay.
It's a nice, other than being a crypt, it's a nice sitting room.
Yeah.
uh, yeah. She perks up. Not that she wasn't unperky before, but she perks up a little bit at the sight of that, and then puts her mask back on. If the mage was here, I would tell him that mask was a hint, but he's not, so I can't. Um, and puts on her practiced smile again as you put it on the table. She said, "It'll just be a little while for us to confirm this is what we were looking for, but I'm sure we can trust you. Can you tell us what else you found there?"
Um, let's see. We found a guy in a white robe with two goons with him, and a 8-armed white spirit bear.
Eight-armed spirit bear?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, the goons I expected. And I mean, what were they called? The New Dawn are known